Algae can be a problem in an aquarium, and the most important thing is to realise that why you do get algae in your aquarium, and also the different types of algae, and how to solve the problem. So there are two types of algae or basic problems that you have in your aquarium. The first one is if your aquarium, if the actual water goes green, and then the second one is if the water stays clean and you get algae build up on the glass, which can be green or even black. If you have the algae problem where your water is actually going green, the easiest way to determine that is to take a cup of water out of the aquarium and just look at the actual water and see whether it's green. If this is the case, the best way is to use a chemical. Here are two different brands of algae or algicide that you can use to clean this problem up. The best way is to do a 1/3 water change, then you add the algicide, and 2 or 3 days later you need to do another water change as well, as the algae will start to die. It's also recommended to clean your filter sponges as well, because all the algae, all the dead algae will be into the filter sponge. Another way would be, it's a little bit more expensive, from about $60 upwards, is to buy what's called a UV sterilizer, ultraviolet sterilizer, and that way you run the water from your aquarium through the sterilizer back into the aquarium, and the sterilizer will kill all the algae spores and make your water go crystal clear. Another issue with algae in your aquarium is where it builds up on the glass, and there's a couple of different ways to solve this issue. If you see the photo here, there's plenty of different cleaning tools that you can use. Just get in your aquarium, use the cleaning pads, cleaning sponges, and give your aquarium a good clean over. Remember that don't use anything from your kitchen, or any scourers or any sponges from your kitchen, as they contain chemicals and they will kill your fish. Another way to reduce the algae build-up on the glass is to choose your fish, and choose some of the 4 species that you can see here. The first species is a sucking catfish. They're vegetarian and they just swim around the aquarium, they suck onto the glass, and they suck all the algae off the glass. There's 2 different kinds, there's a normal one and also a gold sucking catfish. This species here is a plecostomus catfish. They grow nice and huge, around 30 centimetres plus. You can buy juvenile plecostomus catfish and let them grow up with your aquarium. There's also bristlenose catfish. They come in different species and different colours. And also another fish is called a flying fox. They're a great algae eater as well. So if you add a selection, one or all of these type of fish into your aquarium, it just means that you'll reduce the amount of cleaning that you have to do yourself. Food also can be a major cause of algae in your aquarium. There are a lot of good quality fish food brands on the market, normally available from specialised aquarium stores. These type of foods have low ash and low phosphate, and one of the big causes of algae is phosphate. So throw out your cans of fish food that you got from the supermarket, because most of the brands are high in phosphate and can cause a lot of algae in your aquarium. Another way you can reduce the chance of algae growing in your aquarium is to put a phosphate remover. As you can see here, here's one brand of phosphate remover, which is a combination of volcanic rock and peat, and they absorb phosphates out of your aquarium, and phosphates are one of the major causes of algae. Algae is a plant, and plants require light to grow. So to reduce the chance of algae, or reduce the growth, we recommend you put your light onto a timer. So if you go to Bunnings, you can buy a cheap timer for about $10. Connect that up to the light, put it on a setting, maybe 8 hours a day should be adequate, and that will reduce the chance of algae growth. adjust your pH in your aquarium, there are products that have higher phosphate levels. For example, pH Up powder has quite a bit of phosphate in there, and using that type of product, that's an easy way to put the pH up, but will help or will increase the chance of getting algae in your aquarium. So we have other types of pH boosters, which are called KH boosters. They have less phosphates or nearly no phosphates, and there's less chance of algae if you use these type of products.